you saw him at ringside earlier this afternoon here at NBC Sports Ringside. WBC heavyweight champion Larry Holmes, who is taking in all the action this afternoon. And a fellow by the name of Don King, who does not need a microphone, is screaming undisputed champion of the world. There is a date with a fellow by the name of Jerry Cooney coming up on June the 11th. I know that you had some remarks concerning Cooney ducking it last time around. What are your feelings now? Will there be a fight? Will it be for real?
Well, I feel that it will be a fight. I think Jerry Cooney has done all the hiding and the conniving and the scheming that he possibly can do. And he's trying to play kid games with me, but we're not really worried or concerned about what Jerry Cooney do. We'll be ready there June 11th. My whole dream is to knock out Jerry Cooney. I have achieved the goal of being the heavyweight champion. I'm rich. I made some money. I have all my businesses and whatnot. My next goal is to destroy Jerry Cooney come June 11th, so all I want the sucker to do is show up.
All right, now here's a couple of questions that I've been dying to ask you. Between now and then, what are you going to do? Are you going to fight a fight between now and June the 11th?
Probably not now because we're running kind of late. I think a lot of conniving scheming with the opponents have. You know, people do not want me to take the fight in between. But we'll keep busy. We'll put on some exhibitions. We'll keep busy. I'm working now in the gym. I'm sparring 3 times a week. I weigh about 215 pounds. I'm ready. And I take it out on my sparring partners because they're Jerry Cooney to me. I am going to set the example. You cannot start walking before you start to crawl. And I'm going to show Jerry Cooney you cannot fight in the heavyweight contender, be a heavyweight champion without fighting contenders. And this is an example I'm going to set for all boxers throughout the world.
It's a good example. Remember, if you will, a few years back, we had Muhammad Ali fighting Sonny Liston. Muhammad Ali has a hernia, sets back the date 6 weeks, and it destroyed Liston's timetable. He gets beat. Now we go to Africa 10 years later, and everything looks like it's on the way. Foreman gets cut. He delays the fight 4 weeks. Ali gets ready. He gets unready, and he wins the championship back again in Africa on a terrific night in Zaire. Now, the question to you is, this delay by Cooney, will that work that way with you? Will the champion get rusty? Will the champion take it too easy?
Well, for one thing, I'm not Ali, I'm not Liston, I'm not none of those guys. I'm Larry Holmes. And the thing that I want to do is knock Jerry Cooney out. So whenever Jerry Cooney decides that he wants to fight me, I'll be there. I'll be ready for Jerry Cooney. Whatever he do don't mean nothing to me. I'll be there.
All right, coming up next here on NBC Sports Ringside, an unbeaten heavyweight by the name of Michael Dynamite Dokes goes against Franco Thomas. You've seen quite a bit of Dokes. What are your feelings about this fight?
Might go 3 rounds, 2 rounds. I don't really think too much of Franco Thomas.
All right, I know you think a lot about Michael Dokes. He's not only a stablemate, he's a friend of yours. You're all under the promotional contract of Don King. Is that positive? Is that negative? Does it bother you that you might have to fight Michael Dokes because he's unquestionably one of the great heavyweights fighting today?
Michael Dokes is a contender. He fought his way there. He deserves a shot. And if he gets there in line, I will be glad to oblige Michael Dokes and give him a title shot. We don't worry about nobody. I'm a champion, a people's champion. I fought all contenders and haven't ducked nobody, haven't ran for nobody, and I'll oblige Michael Dokes. But again, we're not thinking about Dokes or anybody else. We're worrying about or thinking about Jerry Looney Cooney. We will knock him out. Jerry Looney Cooney, Marv. And I know that you picked Jerry Cooney, but Jerry have never in his entire life faced anyone like me who's going to hit him, going to stick him, and going to talk to him, going to put him to sleep.
Jerry should get equal time. No question about. Back to the subject.
If he started showing up to something, he might be able to get equal time.
To digress. All right, back to the subject of Michael Dokes. Do you feel that his progress has been impeded by the fact that he is a stablemate of yours? If he had been handled by another promoter, other people, do you think perhaps he would get a championship shot at this point?
Ray, well, not at this point, because at this point I've been very busy. I've been fighting all contenders that they've been put in front of me. And Jerry Cooney is the #1 contender by WBC and WBA. So therefore, he's almost like a mandatory with me. And besides, they're paying a lot of money. So therefore, Michael Dokes will have to wait until his turn. And after Jerry Cooney, if Michael Dokes wants to come along, we'll probably oblige him. But we would like to unify the title, get Mike Weaver back out of the shell that he's been in for so long, and knock him out. And then we probably let boxing go on his merry old way.
Okay, Larry, thank you for dropping by, and continued success in your training as you prepare for Jerry Cooney. Larry Holmes, the WBC heavyweight champion. We have more boxing upcoming here on NBC Sports Ringside. Coming up, it is Michael Dokes going against Franco Thomas. We'll be right back.
Hey.
There was a time when the law could separate a child from his family.
When you step through that gate, you shall not speak English.
Army. There's a hungry kind of the Army.
Marv Albert and the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, back in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We are live on NBC Sports. Michael Dokes and Franco Thomas in the ring and getting set for this scheduled 12-round heavyweight bout.
I've never been knocked out in my career in 27 fights.
Have you ever been knocked down?
I've been knocked down 3 or 4 times as a pro, but I've never been stopped. I can take a good punch, Doc, and always have been able to take a good punch.
Well, this is a great opportunity for you. You know, we're coming off last week all upsets. The favorites were getting upset by the underdogs walking off the boardwalk. What do you think is going to happen this weekend?
Well, maybe there'll be another big upset. That's what I'm trying for. I've worked hard to get this shot, traveled all over the world to get a fight like this. It's a big opportunity for me. It's a chance of a lifetime, and I can't let it get by.
All right. One quick question. What's your prediction?
Well, I told everybody earlier, I don't make predictions about fights other than I will come here to fight.
Michael, you found a punch from someplace. You're knocking everybody out. What's happened?
Well, I wish you wouldn't disclose that information right now, Doctor. And as far as my punching is concerned, I really have no logical answer for it. Just maturity and confidence and cultivating my twos, and along with everything else is probably a great cause of it all. I'm defending my North American belt, which is very significant in my career right now, and I have to be up for these type of fights, and I took it.
In other words, you don't take any of these fighters cheap.
Oh, you can't, because at this position I'm in at number 2 in the world, number 3 in the other division, you can't afford to take anybody lightly, because I end up at the bottom of the barrel again trying to fight back to the top, and it's just nonsense to jeopardize myself like that.
And your prediction?
Well, victorious.
And there is Michael Dokes. He goes 6'3", 2-inch height advantage over the 6'1" Tommy Franco Thomas, who, because of his likeness to Franco Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers, nicknamed Franco. He's out of Fairmount, West Virginia, 27 years old, born in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Michael Dokes ranked 2nd by the WBC, 3rd by the WBA, and number 3 by Ring Magazine. Dokes in the white and Thomas in the black trunks. Michael Dokes, 24 years old, born in Akron, Ohio, now living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Record of 24-0, 1 draw, and 13 knockout. Oh, left hand by Dokes, getting right in on Thomas. Larry Holmes, a moment ago, predicting that Thomas would not last past the 3rd round.
Thomas is tough, but Michael Dokes is very fast. You saw the desire that Thomas has. He ran across the ring, and Dokes put a basketball move on him, and he went right by him. But he's no question steamed up for this fight. Whether he can counter the speed of Michael Dokes, I don't know. Michael Dokes is very, very fast with his hands, and he's found a punch in the last 4 or 5 fights. He's begun really pulverizing his opponents.
He has come up with 4 first-round knockouts. Franco Thomas, 24-3, 15 by knockout, and comes off a loss to Jimmy Young last November, a close 10-round decision in Pittsburgh. Jimmy Young is the common opponent between the two. Dokes winning by decision over Young, and Thomas losing by decision.
It's a tough fight with Young. Nobody has an easy fight with Young. Jimmy Young is one of those guys that'll go the whole limit, and you don't know who won when he's over with, but he's a tough journeyman heavyweight.
Franco Thomas, a Lebanese-American. One-time policeman, one-time truck driver, taking the left hand from Dokes.
Dokes very fast in combination. amazed that a heavyweight can punch that fast. He has not been very effective with that punch this first round. Thomas able to cover up. He's been hitting gloves and arms. He has not been hitting much.
And less than a minute left in this first round. Michael Dokes' victories include decisions over George Chaplin, Randy Cobb, and Jimmy Young. That one draw back in April of '80 against Ozzie Ocasio. Then in a return bout, knocked out Ocasio in the first round.
Good stiff punches by Michael Dokes. Even when he misses, he looks impressive. Franco Thomas right in front of him and doing some of the pressuring. Good jab. I think he got a thumb in that left eye. He certainly blinked it enough. Today for thumbs here.
We saw a couple of thumbs effectively landed in earlier bouts. And we are final seconds. First round.
With a tree. We're now going to be coming up with a heralded young fighter, young Joe. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight.
This is going to be great. You know, I fought Dale Grant in the amateurs back in '76. And I tell you, for the last bell there, you know, I felt as though that I could whoop him. But he's been improving, you know, so I'm very excited to see what he's going to do.
He beat you as an amateur, didn't he?
That's right. And
all right now we're getting ready for action now. And let's get up in the ring.
Well, respect, and I think he's got great potentials.
He expects.
And the bell to get round 2 underway here at the Playboy Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Michael Dokes and the white trunks, Franco Thomas and the black. Michael Dokes coming off a first round knockout of Lynn Ball. That's his last fight back January the 30th.
Great left hook by Franco Thomas. Caught Dokes going back. His corner has told Franco Thomas, don't lean back from punches. You'll get hit by counter punches. Jump in when you miss with a punch. Jabs blocked effectively by the right hand of Franco Thomas. Did not get in.
Left hand by Thomas, but Dokes able to counter.
Another jab by Franco that pushed the head of Michael Dokes back.
And a look from above.
In the early part of this round, you see the distance between the two fighters is wide. A lot of blue, expensive canvas. When it gets later in the rounds, you will see that close up, and these two guys are going to be close to each other.
Early scorecard, as you saw, had Dokes with the first round, but Thomas coming back strong in the second round.
Up to this point, Thomas was doing good.
Combination by Dokes.
Dokes fighting off the ropes very cleverly. He's the one that got the best of all the action off those ropes. There were several very low blows landed by Dokes just then, but Zach Clayton was all the way across the ring and didn't see him. Again, a little touch of an illegal action by putting his left hand out. Dokes puts his left hand out and holds it there for a fraction of a second as if to throw the right behind it. I'm sure he will as the rounds progress. Hit 3 times by Franco. If Franco's smart, he'll take advantage of that.
And Dokes with the combination. Looked to be toying with Thomas at the start, but Franco was able to land effectively. We have less than a minute remaining in the second round. Good exchange.
Dokes getting hit by those very slow jabs. If Franco can hold out to the middle rounds, it's going to be, nice punches by Franco and nice.
Right hand by Dokes, and he has Thomas hurt. Thomas says, come on, and here comes Dokes. To the head. Domination by Dokes. Thomas looking to tee off on Dokes as we approach 10 seconds left in the second round.
Dokes neutralized that all the...
Once you put motor...
And Thomas was able to land effectively. This is Dokes landing the combination.
And pulling out the round because the punches were so effective that he neutralized all the stuff that had gone before from Franco Thomas. Nice to have it 2-0 right now for Dokes.
And in the state of New Jersey, the scoring is on the round system. If the round is even, they go to the 5 points to break the deadlock. Scoring handled by the referee, Zach Clayton, and the 2 judges, Eva Shane and Tommy Kazmarek.
One sign I did not like, Dokes was getting hit by slow jabs, and he looked like he tired and slowed down. It's only the second round.
And this is round 3. Marv Albert, Ferdy Pacheco from Atlantic City, New Jersey. A big day of boxing once again here on NBC Sports.
There's no question that Dokes with a superior reach is out punching at the distance, is out punching Franco. Franco's got to come in like he is there, and once he's in, he's got to punch. What's happening to him is inside. Dokes is punching very hard.
Straight left, landed by Dokes. Oh, right hand.
And Franco shakes his head.
Earlier in his career, Michael Dokes was not noted for his punching power, but the feather punching has certainly turned around. He has been landing heavy leather the last 8 months to a year.
The way he looks now, if he doesn't get an early knockout, the later rounds are going to be very interesting. Because Franco is in very good shape, and he's used to this ballroom brawling kind of final rounds. Dokes apparently breathing through his mouth. I don't understand this in certain fights.
Michael Dokes had a brilliant amateur career. 147 wins, 7 losses. Won a host of titles, including the National AAU Heavyweight Championship in 1975. Silver medal at the Pan Am Games, 75. National Golden Gloves title.
Franco eating an awful lot of strong jabs.
Looking to measure and then unload that right, which is cocked.
Well, it's landed often enough.
Michael Dokes, who was delighted to be the main event fighter for a change. 5 of his last 6 bouts on the undercard. 3 times the prelim to the heavyweight champion, Larry Holmes.
Dokes not looking good in the corners when he gets in there on the defense. Not looking good.
Head up and no defense there.
This is a try.
Well, you see the height advantage and reach advantage of Michael Dokes against Tommy Franco Thomas. But Dokes has not looked impressive, although he is the leader on our scorecard. There's a look at the distance between the 2 fighters. Dokes looks to be out of shape.
He does. He didn't have much time to take this fight because this Leon Spinks' stablemate dropped out. He had 15 days of training, but he just doesn't look that good.
I wonder if he took this bout seriously.
If he didn't, he's in for a long, long afternoon. And it is the Ides of March on NBC.
This is round 4. Can I write that down for you?
I think a guy named William wrote it better than you and I.
Now Dokes snapping the jab. How did Franco Thomas begin his boxing career? Well, one night, while in attendance at an amateur event, he was pulled out of the audience to fill in borrowed trunks, wearing tennis shoes, knocked out his rival. Said after that he knew just what he wanted to do. And he went on to a successful amateur career, then a professional career that has produced 24 wins and 27 fights. Oh, left hand by Dokes.
This is the Michael Dokes we should have seen from the first round on. He's caught him in the middle of the ring, and it's his. It's his fight in the middle of the ring. As long as he goes to the ropes, Franco's going to maul and push him, make him look bad.
Franco slapping away at Dokes with the left hand. Well, Larry Holmes said it would not get past round 3. This is round 4 as we approach the halfway mark of the 4th round.
In this fight, Dokes is fighting much better because he's fighting in the middle of the ring, and he's using the ring, and he's using his reach, and he's using his jab. He's doing everything he should be doing. Before this, he looked tired and apathetic, listless and disinterested.
Thomas tried to tee off, but could not connect. Earlier, we saw Arthur McCanty conducting his boxing clinic.
Well, I think Zach Clayton must have been watching it because he's done everything that Arthur was talking about. He's circling away from the fighters. He's leaving them alone.
Left hand by Dokes.
Dokes very effective this round.
As we mentioned earlier, Clayton, the type of referee who does not believe in making much contact, does it by verbalizing, takes charge by talking to the boxers.
Dokes circling away, using the ring like he should, able to pop that jab almost at will, and every once in a while back with a right hand. Dokes fights pretty dangerously defensively. I would wonder what he could get away with doing that with Holmes.
And we're coming to the conclusion of this 4th round. This is scheduled for 12.
If you could only...
This is right out of the files of Green Scipio Hampshire Parker of a week ago. After the bell. This is all action after the bell. Seconds after the bell. A combination thrown by Dokes, who was unhappy because Thomas had hit him right after the bell sound.
We ought to amass all those clips of hitting after the bell and have a full 10-round fight by the time March is over with.
The Ides of March.
Yes, the Ides of March.
Franco Thomas, 27 years old, out of West Virginia, moving on to round number 5 against Michael Dokes.
Losing every round, but keeping the fight competitive. It's curious that he's losing the fight, but he is making the fight in that he's coming toward him. He's the aggressor. He just landed 2 good hooks, 3, 4.
And the crowd has turned. They are rooting for Thomas. They did not like that combination thrown late after the bell. Here's Dokes up on his toes and snapping the jab.
And he put his hand right up there. He didn't like to get hit there.
Oh, left hook by Dokes, and Thomas is down. Thomas says he's all right. Dokes anxious to spring out of the corner. Here he comes. Dynamite, although he did not, as we mentioned on several occasions, did not look to be in the best of physical condition. So Michael Dokes continues his unbeaten record.
Turn around, Mike. Looks, there you go. Turn around, my man. Turn around.
And the physicians now attending to Franco Thomas. They have him propped up on a stool.
Cold water.
Thomas was knocked down earlier in the 5th round. Tried to fight his way back, but could not. Dokes teeing off to conclude matters. So no upset here in our main event. There's Michael Dokes. putting Thomas away in round 5. A 24-year-old out of Akron, Ohio, now living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, sending Thomas to the canvas. Referee Zach Clayton ushering him aside. He stopped it at that point. We'll be back to hear from Michael Dokes right after we pause for these words. NBC Sports Ringside will continue in a moment. In Atlantic City, New Jersey, Marv Albert, Ferdy Pacheco, moments ago, Michael Dokes knocked out Tommy Franco Thomas. Let's go to the ring. Here's the official announcement.
Zach Clayton stops this bout at 1 minute and 33 seconds of the 5th round, and a winner by a TKO and still undefeated and still the North American Boxing Federation heavyweight champion, Michael Dynamite Dokes.
So Michael Dokes at 1:33 of round 5 taking out Franco Thomas. Dokes is in the ring with Ferdy.
Hey, Henry, the farm did wonders. The farm did wonders.
Calm down, Michael.
Only 14 days.
14 days. You look like you were getting a little
I
tired.
hadn't sparred in 10 days, Freddie. I had a little injury occur in camp, and I couldn't spar for 10 days. I couldn't turn Don King down. The man has did wonders for me, and also my manager called King. He said, go ahead, take the fight.
All right.
And also for NBC, Miss King, my mother, Lillian, I love you all.
You were my first fight on NBC. And
Exactly,
you
2
did
years
it then.
ago, January.
You did it then, and you did it this time.
Well, Freddie, what you think, huh? You think I improved any?
You sure have.
Me, I'm a little humble guy, and I really don't want to...
Humble is nowhere in the building with you. Humble I haven't seen in the building with you or this man, Don King, here.
Well,
where are you going with this guy?
This guy's going for a championship. There's nothing to stop him. I think Dynamite Dokes has improved. He's a tremendous competitor. He's a great fighter, and I think that we owe a great debt of indebtedness to you because you are the man that's really taking over television boxing, Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, and we love you.
Lighten up, lighten up. Let me say, I'm saying, where did you find the punch? Please just tell me that. I want to go get some.
We call him Dynamite.
It's something that's been with me for a long time, Freddie. I come out the amateur with an outstanding knockout record, and then I came into the pros. I had to cultivate my talent, my tools, get my balance together, help with Bobby Lewis, Bill Present. They cultivated my style. Now I'm older. I'm 23. I'm a full-fledged heavyweight now. And so now it's just all falling together. It was nothing like it was never there because my speed and agility is my best asset. I'm still not a puncher, Fred. I'm still not a puncher. I'm afraid of Weaver. I'm afraid of Holmes. Cooney, you swear to God, I'm afraid of you.
Well, we're ready to see you in heavyweight championship action this coming year because I don't think they can hold you back.
I hope it's back on NBC.
It will if we got anything to do.
We got a good team. Monty Corn, advisor and consultant.
All right.
We rolling, Ferdy.
We're
rolling. You. NBC, first in
Back to Marv Albert and Sanity.
All right, Ferdy thrives on that type of situation. Michael Dokes taking out Franco Thomas in round 5. Earlier today here in Atlantic City, we saw 2 other heavyweights go at each other. The highly regarded number 9, according to the WBA heavyweight contender, Tim Witherspoon out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, going up against Argentina's Luis Acosta, scheduled for 10. Let's pick it up with round 1. 24-year-old, highly regarded heavyweight Tim Witherspoon getting set to heavyweight bout. Right now, Ferdy is alongside Michael Dokes at ringside, and we will pick it up with round 3. Dokes earlier taking out Franco Thomas about a half hour ago. So let's go to Michael, who is in his low-key fashion, along with Ferdy.
Only 10 days of training, y'all.
Michael, outside of the benefits of the farm and clean living that you've been doing.
Lillian, hello, mother. Well, I love
We're now going to watch the 3rd round. Let's roll the 3rd round, and you look at the kind of job you did on Franco Thomas.
In the 3rd round, Freddie, Franco was really trying. He was breathing kind of hard the first 2 rounds. I was dropping my hands. Bobby Lewis was wondering what I was doing, but I was trying to make him punch, and that's what he was doing. He threw like 4 left hooks. I just caught him on my right side of my gloves. I don't know if the fans could see him, but I was just trying to make him throw and exert himself, and he went for it. So I went back to the corner, and I told Bobby Lewis that I wanted him to throw punches. Right now, I'm just picking my shots. I brought my hands back up, if you notice, the 3rd round, because I was ready to take care of business and stay on the inside then. So
there were a lot of times when you looked like, after you threw a series of combinations, you were getting tired, you held up for a while, and then you start again?
By no means, Freddie. He was covering up, so ain't no need of hitting the gloves. I mean, wasting energy is nothing, because there ain't no gas station in there where I can fill up again. So I was waiting until he brought his hands back down. See, like now, he'd take his hands back. Every time I catch him with a good shot, he would cover up. So that's no good, Freddie. So I'll wait on him. I'm patient, you know. Patience is a virtue, and that's what I was showing, my patience. So right now, I'm just picking on him. Pick on him.
Did you feel like you could land that jab anytime you wanted? Because it looked like anytime you threw it hard, you were hitting him.
No, well, really, Fred, you know, like I said, I hadn't sparred in 10 days. So, you know, really, I was just trying to find my movement. Right then, I just lined a solid right hand to the spleen, you know?
Right.
He was throwing a little right hand. I caught that one with my left. So I'm just sticking it out there. My hands up. You see me slipping. I'm just making my movement.
You're in the 3rd round. There was 1:29 left, as you can see. Did you get the feeling you could take this guy out, or did you get the feeling he was going to be tough?
That he's never been stopped before, Freddie. I want the fans and the viewers to know that, and in the fight doctor, I know you know that. So I was just taking my time right now, and I knew that I might have to go 10 rounds, or 12 rounds, because it's for the North American belt. So I was taking my time.
Michael, could you have gone 12 rounds this hard?
Freddie, no one can go 12 rounds hard unless he's Superman, and I'm not invincible. So I have to pace myself, conserve my energy, do things to make him exert his energy. If you know, I was holding him out. He was just winging. That exerts a lot of energy. He missed. Look at him. All them shots he missed. So I'm just conserving my energy, making him punch. That was my main purpose.
And then you made him pay the price. After he missed all that, you powdered him.
He was tired. His eyes started to swell up. That was a sharp right hand right there.
You were hitting him with sharp right hands, but this guy must have concrete in his jaws.
I wish they wouldn't go to Mount Everest or wherever they get that granite from and put it in these guys.
You got a tough one today.
Yes, indeed.
Franco Thomas has to be given credit to standing up because you have hammered him.
Only guy that I met that was tough as this guy is Randy Tex Cobb, and he took a heck of a lot more. If I would have...
Okay, 6 seconds left, and we'll stop for a minute and let you rest for a drink.
Please, thank you.
Pure performance. Suzuki unleashes it for...
This is round 4. So,
what was your corner telling you?
Freddie, Bobby was a little angry, like I said, about me holding my hands, and then this guy punched, you know, and I wasn't worried about it at all. He wasn't really landing nothing. Everything was just grazing. How many rounds did they get to me?
3-0 at this time. Well, you won every round.
Yeah, right now I'm just popping and pepping it.
What did it look? Did you feel to you were playing with him, you know, like pity-pattying with him until you get mad and then you wing it?
No, you can't play with guys like this. He's tough. He abstains or sustains too much to be playing with him, and these guys can come on in the later rounds. So I was very serious with him. I wasn't exerting no extra energy at all. He's never been stopped, like I said, so you can't be messing around with this guy. I have a position to protect, number 2 in the world, a belt to defend, and I want to defend it at least 3 or 4 more times before the heavyweight championship.
You know, the thing that got me about Franco is no matter how you powdered him, he was standing right in your face as soon as they let go. He didn't go back.
A couple times I hit him so hard he shut his eyes. I thought he was going to sleep, and he woke back up 2 seconds later. So,
well, he finally did go to sleep.
Yeah. After about 72 punches, though, you know. So right now he called me with a flimsy left hook, you know. And if you notice, I think he might have tried to come on this round. So I let him come on. This is a 12-round fight. I got to fight like a champion, not a novice. And I'm conserving my energy. See, look at him. See, that's what I mean by exerting my energy when there's no opportunity. Right now, he was just holding his hand up. When he gave me an opportunity, I
chopping him up with the right hand.
That way, Zach Clayton did a very good job.
He's very relentless, too.
Yeah.
You know, he's relentless. He just keeps coming. He's showing. He was destined to win this fight. He wanted to take my belt from me, and I realized that, so I was very serious with him.
Yeah, but you know, the referee, Zach Clayton, did a nice job. He circled away from you. He let you fight. He didn't get in.
Fight out of there. A couple times I called Franco right around the white line of his trunks, and Zach, you know, he warned me a couple times. But really, I'm not a dirty fighter. I don't believe in tactics such as that manner. So, you know, I was trying to be as clean as possible, but sometimes you're not always on the mark.
Many of these. He does a good job anyway. He does an excellent job at refereeing.
He's a very good ref. As a matter of fact, he's one of the best refs that I ever had to referee one of my fights.
Don, while we got you standing here, Don King is standing with us watching this. Oh, look at this. While we're standing here watching this, what plans have you got immediately for Michael Dokes? Obviously, we got to wait to see what Weaver does. Obviously, we got to wait to see what Holmes does.
Well, you know, he's going to move right into the #1 position of next available contender in the WBA. So he's going to be right at Mike Weaver. And I think when he gets in there, he's going to knock Mike Weaver out. So
I hope he gives me some little bit of rest. I've been fighting
It was right at the bell, a last punch.
And Franco hit me last.
Just everywhere I go, people ask me.
Because I'm coming in with you.
You take a look at the ring rankings. Larry Holmes, the champion. Mike Weaver, Jerry Cooney, and Michael Dokes, #3. By the time this spring is over with in early summer, that's going to be Michael Dokes #1.
Yeah.
And so you're standing right there, and
at the top somewhere.
We're coming up to the last round, and this is the last round that Franco can pressure you. Now, at this point, did you have any idea you were going to finish it off this round?
No, I wasn't even worried about that fight, Doctor. I was ready for 2 or 12. I was trying to pace myself. I knew I hadn't boxed in a while, so I was just taking my time, you know, and I knew he was taking some good right hand. If you notice now, I've got my right hand high. He hits the glove. He hits the glove again. He hits the gloves again. One more time. He hit the glove.
Yeah.
And that took a lot out of him. Look at it. He hit the glove again.
He punched 5 times. Here's another one coming up.
You know? So this time I started to dance. I just circled. Now I settled back down. Now just this guy calling with the left hook. The right hand. And it took him around with a left uppercut. Right now, Zach took me to my corner. I was ready to go. I was hoping that Zach let me get back on him right quick.
You must have felt that punch all the way to your heels, because it was a solid blow that knocked him.
Well, this as you know, I threw about 30 punches, right? In a matter of 15, 20 seconds. I knocked him from one side of the ring all the way to the other side. And this guy still was reluctant to fall. He just kept coming. He's a very sturdy opponent. He'd be a good pro for anybody.
Well, this is the first time he's been knocked out.
Ever.
That says something for your punching power, my friend.
Well, they said that against Gardner, too. Mike Weaver, you better watch out.
Well, Weaver's got to get past Cobb, your old friend.
Well, that's right. He's very, very competent. And if he gets past Weaver, I'm still throwing punches.
You're measuring him with the left and throwing that right hand out.
Yeah.
There he goes. Now, when he goes down on his face, you know he's not.
Yeah, I knew. I just went to this corner over here, Fred. I didn't even look at him. I went to the other neutral corner, and I just knew that was it.
It shows, Freddie, that you do when you give opportunities to boxers like you do. You truly are bringing boxing back to where it rightfully belongs. You give an opportunity to give all fighters an opportunity to fight on NBC.
I like to thank NBC also, Freddie the Fight Doctor, for giving me another opportunity. It's been a long time.
Okay. Thank you both very much, and back to Marv Albert at ringside.
Thank you, Freddie.